Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dance Trades. As always, entertainment and or educational purposes only. Please do your due diligence. I'm going to test out recording while I watch my executions from this morning. Today's my first day I'm taking losses in November. So, complete transparency. This part's just silenced out, and then there will be some audio, I believe, coming along, but I will just talk over what's there and see what we see here. That's the furnace, that's how loud it is. I might try and adjust that in the future, exactly where my microphone picks up. I'm gonna have to do some testing for that, so sorry about that. So right now I'm long 2 contracts. And it was based off of this PD rate. So here's some failures I'm notating for myself. I'm trying to set the stop right underneath this third PD rate on a 1 minute chart, which is right around 100 ticks, 104. So 25 handles. And my targets are above here, looking to take previous 15-minute highs up here. So that's the idea of this trade. I just added one on. I'm going to add one on right here because we closed right at consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So I added one more contract, modifying this to 3 total. And then I'll modify this to take off 2. Pay the trader on the way, and then the terminus will be 1 contract up at the top. So that's what's happening here. Adjusting all my orders. I do talk later, and I'm sure you'll probably notice the difference. I'll adjust my microphone a little bit even while I'm recording this one. So there's where I cough or I do something where I edited it out, so that's why the sound cuts out. Typically clearing my throat, so I'll try and refrain from doing that while I'm doing this recording over. So here's the problem. Big problem right there is I used 3 PD rates on a 1 minute chart to justify where my stop loss is. Then when I added a 3, I moved the stop down to here, which is a terrible mistake. I should have just taken the stop out right there and been done with the trade. So the problem I'm seeing is I'm combining too much is what I'm doing here. And I actually missed that, so I didn't see that happen. I was away from my office. You just heard me sit back down. But I'm using 1 minute time frame and 15 minutes, so I didn't get the 15-minute swing low created session, or it didn't happen before I entered. That's the problem, is I'm taking the ultra time frame setup and trying to justify it on the higher time frame, which is destined for failure. So we're seeing that happen right here. Since I know the future, I'm playing, this is Monday, armchair quarterbacking. I was thinking it was the first retracement, didn't want to have to wait, so that's why I did take a second one there. So I won't call it pyramiding because it's not that, but I added on DCA, which is what I don't want to do. So that's why I broke 2 rules right there. I DCA'd as well as I moved the stop on the based on a 1 minute time frame. Then I adjusted it for basically a 5 minute time frame, putting it below this swing low, or just below consequent encroachment. Looks like it is, but I'm sure I'm going to move it again. So this is all kinds of problems happened today, and we're at 10:52, so we're inside the macro. That's what I was anticipating, a touch in and then the reversal to continue, since we had the break of this 1 minute, but it's ultimately too low. I didn't have a 5 or a 1. I had a 5 minute swing low, but I didn't get the 15. That's basically my problem. So I was slightly in profit because it was a shorter time frame setup. I could have taken it off as a super ultra scalp, which is kind of what I'm famous for right now, it seems like. Personally, not famous, you know what I mean, I'm joking, but it's what I'm very prone to it. So it's interesting to watch in hindsight and watch these reviews. I highly recommend it. Hopefully this is helping anybody along the way, because This is where it gets hard because you can almost see what you want to see. And what I shouldn't be is I shouldn't even be in these trades at all. I should have taken today off. Now we're just passing through another end dog, cut right through it here. So my stop was originally way up here by 760. I know this is terrible resolution after the fact. I don't know if this is just in Camtasia, but it's just under 760 basically is where my stop would have been, should have been. It was initially. So here's what happens is you just end up taking up more loss because I'm combining the time frames the wrong way. My brain was not functioning properly, and I didn't even see it. The other part that I should be in for today is and you don't see it right now, is there's a massive disjointedness to the market. They're not correlated. The YM went straight up at the open, and the ES and NQ went down. So drastic differences there. At one time, I pop it over. I forget if it's in this video or the other one, but we'll actually see that triple index layout, I call it. So you hear my heavy breathing. I should just be cutting it off right there. But here I'm thinking, you know, watching the macros over here. Since we're in the macro, this is the first 5 minutes. So right now we're respecting equilibrium, so I actually like that. That looks good. We might take a run higher, but
722 and 820-ish.
So I'm comparing where some other people have a stop. So this is another terrible mistake. Letting other people manage my trade. Terrible. Wrong. I should never do that. Stick to my own plan. So this is the last time I'm going to try and trade actually with funds. While paying attention, I'm going to stop listening. That's what's happening right there. So I'm criticizing myself. I do like that we have 2 swing lows on a 3-minute, 2 swing lows on a 4-minute, but they are low. You know, this is a higher low, so that's a potential low resistance liquidity run ready to come back. So as I look at this in hindsight, you know, there's the 2 50-minute civvies that have been a nice. I don't think it ever got up there to tag it for a continuation entry, but lower time frame. If I can find some of the entries the wrong way, maybe I could. You know, sometimes you just want to go opposite yourself. It seems like watching it in hindsight, as painful as this is. Rolling around, comparing, see that's what you hear my chair rolling around there. Still just consolidating inside the macro here. This is equilibrium of the macro time itself. So it did not continue up. So it's a consolidation macro. We'll see what after the top of the hour. We got 4 more minutes to that. The other part that you don't see here is where we had just taken. I'm trying to recall right now because I'm not looking at my charts. I'm only looking at what's live here. I'm trying to remember the FX4 framework. Yeah, there we go. It's right there. We're still below previous day's low right now. So since we came back up, was anticipating it not to come back down below previous day's low and go back to equilibrium was the idea for this trade.
810.
So still comparing, right where my sell limit is, my take profit of 811. Someone else has it at 810 apparently, so we're thinking alike at least, so I think I'm doing the right thing. Now I see that the top of the hour is coming. If we do get a spike, I'm going to take them off sooner. The longer it goes, the less I like it. It's one thing to hold a trade while you're in profit to get to a target. It's another thing to sit through the drawdown like this. So I'm looking at those two liquidity areas there. So this should have always been my target. Since my stop was here, this should have been the target before. I'm adjusting for it now, but it's all part of, but I should have been stopped out. You know, if the entries were there back when they were. Yeah, 760 was my stop before. One minute to the top of the hour. Again, this just made a new high inside of this 10-minute range, back to equilibrium of the early macro time. So it's definitely not, I should just be cutting it off before the top of the hour, because we got a whole new hour coming up now, and I obviously don't have the hourly chart on here, but 15 minutes expanding. Definitely offsides, and we'll see that at the top of the hour here come to fruition. Yeah, I can see both sides here. There's low resistance here, there's low resistance here. These are inside candles. Now there's a new hours, 11 o'clock now. Putting the quadrants on the previous 50-minute candle, see if we get past consequent encroachment. I see this gold showing up. That's event horizon from one of the NWOG indicators. And we're about to get stopped out. Yep. So that trade's done. Kill the recording. Next 15-minute candle runs up. And look, revenge trading. This one I do talk more in the end, so I'll interject here and there. But here I waited for the next 15-minute. You see I'm doing the exact same thing. I have a quad equilibrium on the fib. 782 it looks like, or excuse me, 710 is consequent encroachment of that previous 15-minute discount wick. So discount wick CE right there. We just tapped. I took a long off of typically a 1 minute entry, sometimes they're 30 seconds. I can't see the 30 seconds, so obviously it wasn't there. But it was it was this 1 minute retracement right here, I believe. And we are at 11:20 right now. So that's I'm executing for the previous 15-minute high. Apparently I clicked somewhere else. Oh, here's that triple trade index chart I was showing you. So here's YM in the morning. YM shot up, the other two went down. So major disjointedness, not correlated, whatever the proper grammar is for that. So this was based off of, I should set it up, 5-minute swing low again. So swing low set up, and the entry, that's what it was more based off of. Looking for a PD ray on 1 minute. So when that happened. So the 11:16 on this retracement was when the entry was. It was based on this function. This swing low. Coming into lunch. End of the PM session, or excuse me, end of the AM session. So we're adjusting all the charts here now so I can see them. 42 ticks. So it's much easier to wait out while you're in profit, as we'll see here. So this is after my stop out. So there's that yellow line we saw. Event horizon was hit, then price reversed from there. Second candle did not. And this is, we also have confluence with one of the standard deviations. Is this tiny little, or no, that's liquidity, sorry. No, it's not. That's not a liquidity point. I can't click on it right now because it's a video, but that's fine. I believe that's what that is. So that is, so it's another confluence point that was adding to the setup. The only thing I don't like is it's not in a traditional macro at the top of the hour. And obviously I don't like the day it is. But you win some and you lose some, and just showing 2 out of the 3 trades. 100% transparency. I took one more trade after this one, which was the loss. So I actually had 2 losers and 1 winner. Spoiler alert: I do get some profits on this one, but we'll see how it actually blows down. But I do start talking more in the end, so I'll do the voiceover for this part and let my previous self take over later. But I can tell what's coming and what's not for call and price, so I'll just say what I see in hindsight here. I should say, as my own armchair quarterback, we still don't have a swing low confirmed on a 15-minute, so this was definitely a higher risk early entry. That's why it's not flying like I've done a couple other times in a few other execution videos. Not that 20-30 points isn't bad. So this is trying to grow from ultra scalper to moving more towards a longer holding. I mean, if I can get 100 points in 5 minutes, I'm perfect with that, but that doesn't happen all the time. So these require so much more patience, it's not even funny. And as you see, I'm trying to find my balance in the charts and the layouts. I've went back and forth in my time here in the last year and a half of light mode and dark mode. So I need to work on, I'm going to make this definitely more crisp. But I'm not trying to stop that from my income generation. So now we're back in drawdown. 11:24. Just sitting right around break even. Watching the 5-minute candle here. Trying to stay here versus up here. But it's good to get a whole take on the whole thing. So this is why you don't like trading outside of the macros, is you do have to sit through longer consolidations. That is one thing I've noticed. And here's proof. This is where mental capital gets spent, because you get caught up looking at things that happen over here that'll scare you out of a trade, or vice versa. You start to see what you want to see versus following mechanics. I start talking a little bit, monitoring my breathing. High impact news is done for today. It was 8:30 and 10 o'clock. We're dipping back below that CE of the previous 50-minute, the discount wick CE there. And here comes the difference. See if you can hear it.
Fly, baby.
Now I'm talking to the charts. This is the part that's kind of fun, though. It's a delayed reaction, but it listens a little bit. So we're 6 ticks in the negative when I told it to fly. See if it can get some wings. I like that reaction. And I'm going to start talking, so here we go.
Get above this. Get above that wick. That consequent encroachment of that gap. Wicks are gaps. We want to see that. 727. Cruise right through that.
Yep, it's Minnesota here, and it's about 30 degrees, so the furnace is running a lot. That's Fahrenheit. I don't do Celsius.
We don't need to tap this one anymore. We already got enough sell side liquidity. Order pairing's done. Can we bring it higher? Just swing high now. I made the mistake of missing the news at 10 o'clock. Or no. Sorry, I was thinking of a different time. Keeps tapping CE of this 15-minute wick. They keep getting more. Last minute of the 5-minute candle.
So we're just at the bottom of the hour, coming up here 11:30. I think I say that, sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to see a strong close above here. Let's make it hot sauce. Way up here. Close it way up here. That'd be kind of cool. Strong run. It's 11:30, bottom of the hour. Three straight PD raise. That's a good sign. We like that up here in the 15-second. It's a nice change. There we go. Take a nice strong close up here. 5-minute close. Close above CE and start building. Oh, it's playing games. All right, so new 15-minute again. Retracement of that one. Dabbing below. Like to see it open, low, high, close. So these two lines are the important ones that I'm watching right here. Stops below the bottom. Looking to retake 15-minute highs, 15-minute candles. And we're still below previous day's low, so we're definitely in discount. 50 ticks. Whoops. It just went up and took that liquidity right there. I'd rather see it close through it and keep going, not come down. Come down to retrace these ultra low time frame. Inefficiencies, it came back down to rebalance 15-second. Get a push higher up into the 750s. There we go. If we tag this, then I'll move my stop. Get these wicks out of here. Clean up some of the chart. Just retook this. That's a nice move. Keep going. Keep on, keep it on. Don't like that wick so much. 2 minutes. 3 PD raise on the 15. Moving the stop, reduce risk. I don't want to see it come back down here anymore. I want to see it run up here, take this liquidity. All right, I'm at 21. I'm gonna move this back to here, actually. That's fine. I'm gonna move this one right to here. I'm moving this one right here. $15-minute Cibi right here.
I do like the fact that it's inside the range of 700s as well. So I'm buying at the bottom of it and targeting, you know, still inside 700s after I adjusted those stops. I will add that to the mix here. Gonna fly. All right, new 5 minutes. Like to see it just continue to run, obviously. Just smash right through that, get that liquidity. All right, there's one. Reduce my stop. This is the fun of real trading. And now we're going to move that.
completely removing risk. Now we're risk free. Now we can just kind of watch. "15-minute candle. That was a nice run. 4-minute. We got a 4-minute CIBI that's been in through one time already. So we should go all the way through it now. Look for some climbing ladders. I mean, this could be all the way up. Look at the 4-minute chart here. That could easily go all the way up there. But we're not going to be that greedy. This is my second trade. Took one stop out already. Now we're up 100 and we took one off, so we're risk-free this time. Watch the 5-minute and the 15-minute here. When we take liquidity, it's good to expect a retracement. We might come down to this fair value gap and then continue higher. The other reason I put the buttons back on it because it's easy to change the contract numbers right here. I haven't found a way to do that easily with just right-clicking and dropping orders on. If someone knows of a way in that, I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, I can get them off for now. But it is live. Maybe that helps you understand it's live. I don't think anybody, I'm not selling anything, so it doesn't matter. I'm just trading for myself and many other people at the end of the day. Alright, I like that. Previous day's low is coming, so this is all discount from a previous day's perspective. Buying and discount, looking to sell in premium. But I'm just selling in to take profit. I'm not waiting until the other side, especially since it is the day before Thanksgiving. And we're 11:38. We're definitely in lunchtime, so lunch macro is going to run. Going to take out morning winners. So obviously the morning winners are shorts. Here's the AM session on the 15-minute chart. So we're just kind of retracing now. And I've taken advantage of that and taken some short-term scalps. Tapped right into, this is an end dog area. Like to see it cruise right through it. Here's an end dog area. This is an end dog area. They might not cruise through those until the macro time comes. And we got a fair value gap forming here in 1 minute. So we're coming back to these short-term retracements. I'm gonna be aggressive with my profits, not give it all back. We're moving that up there, which it could easily retrace to. I don't care right now. I just want to protect some profits. We got 3 PD arrays on the 15-second chart. We'll stay below those. Just tiny little volume imbalance right there. Yeah, let's look at it from a 1 minute perspective. All down close candles should support price, so there could be a, we don't want it to go right here. Let's just keep running. Let's not even talk about that. Let's just run. Run, Forrest. Let's cruise right through this end dog. So I have to, working on tweaking my layouts. This one's obviously a darker shade of purple. Yeah, let's fly right up through there. Here we go. Fly right through the end dog. We don't want to respect consequent encroachment. We want to cruise right through it, please. Tapped it, coming back down a hair. 5 minutes. That's a new 5 minute. I'm going to move that back down to tap it if it comes back. Oh, it's nice relative equal highs right there. I missed that on the 5 minute chart. Going to come back around for the second round. I'll get it on the second take. With any luck. Luck is just a matter of preparation meeting timing. Timing is everything. And we're going to look at this one. Yeah, let's leave that one at that swing high. That's fine, 786. Or I could look at terminus being right here. I like that quadrant level. But let's get there before we get there. One more push. How are we looking down here? Yeah, that's a interesting little line right there. I should have kept it there, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's fine. We're not done yet. We still got the macro coming in 9 minutes, 8.5. Tapping 30-second fair value gap. Grab some more liquidity. Take a run up to that. Cruise right through consequent encroachment of this wick and tag it. You can do it.
Here's my sign that I should be cutting my trade off. Talking way too much. And I'm obviously fidgety. I can't find the right button, so I took the buttons off, put the buttons back on. You'll see a whole bunch of junk coming right here.
All right, I'm too long, so I might just take one off here just because I'm talking too much.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta modify my. Oh, hold on. Just close the position. Close it. Get out of here. Sorry. Modify. One. I'm down only one contract. Get out of here. Hello? Failed to modify. What the hell are you talking about? Stupid broker. Get out. Thank you. That was the weirdest way to get out of a position I've ever done in a long time, but whatever. Yep, that's looking like that might reverse pullback. I'm done with that. That's fine. Limit orders are all canceled. Oh, what's this? Get this one out of here. All right, all the orders are gone. That trade's done. All right, here's a view on the 15-second. We just cruised it in, so we bought right here, and right here. Sold one there, sold before it's all coming back down. And yes, that was after a stop out earlier. Bought two here on this retracement. Bought one more and then got stopped out. So, second trade, we waited till after this, got positioned here, rode it up, and out of that trade. Macro's coming. Don't think I'm going to take a third trade. I got back, recouped some of the losses from the early trade, about half of them. So it is our first down day of November, and we'll just have to live with that. 5-minute hot sauce shows up, so we should get a retracement up to here. I'm not going to take another trade. I'm done for the month. Ended my 100% winning streak, but it is what it is. Let's get these back off. Again, I'm looking for an easy way to modify my order sizes now that I'm trading a couple micros at a time. And that's it for today, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the weekend. Take some time off. I'm going to recuperate, get some rest and relaxation, And remember, as always, tomorrow's promised for none of us. Live for today, and take care.